Welcome to Entertainment This Week, where you get the hottest gist in the world of entertainment. We are so good that now you can join us on Facebook, Twitter, and even on YouTube. Today we will be joined by a beautiful model, a singer, and an on-air personality. She is known as Abuja's Prankster. We will go for the tidbits, and you'll come back, and then we'll prank you up.
It's a roll call of Nollywood stars, a new movie, Red Hot, directed by Teko Benson. The movie features Buki Wright, Uti Wachuku, Bimbo Manuel, and Akin Lewis. The script was written by Simisola Ogunyinka. Red Hot is the story of Kofo, a beautiful Nigerian lady married to an extremely affluent husband. She seems to have all the good things of life at her disposal, but the absence of a child in the marriage leaves her frustrated. P-Square's Paul Okoye and his longtime girlfriend Anita welcomed their son, Andre Okoye, this week in Atlanta, USA. His twin brother Peter Okoye had predicted in November last year when he tweeted that his twin brother Paul and girlfriend Anita would have a boy like him. Anita gave birth to their son, and her boyfriend, proud father Paul, showed off his bundle of joy. Pioneers of online retail in Nigeria and co-founders of Jumia, Raphael Ofedo and Tunde Kende, have been featured in this month's edition of Forbes Africa magazine. The duo talked about finding their dream, rising against the odds, their challenges, and their rise to building Nigeria's #1 online retailer. In just 10 months, the Jumia website has grown to be the 5th local content website in Nigeria and the customer's #1 online retailer of choice. It has announced the opening of 3 new locations in Warri, Kaduna, and Benin, in addition to those existing in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. 1 billion songs have now been downloaded in the UK, according to an official charts company. The milestone was reached this week, almost 10 years after legal downloads were launched. Adele's Someone Like You is the most downloaded single of all time in the UK, followed by tracks by Maroon 5 and Got I. The official charts company says, on average, more than 3 million tracks are now sold every week. So far in 2013, an average of 500,000 digital tracks have been bought every day in the UK, where Adele's 21 album is now the 4th biggest selling album of all time. Since confirming her pregnancy last week, Hollywood star Halle Berry is delighted to be showing off her changing form. The 46-year-old actress was on CNN, where she said she feels fantastic and admitted that she didn't expect to fall pregnant at her age. The star, who already has a 5-year-old daughter, Nala, with her former boyfriend Gabriel Aubrey, said, "This has been the biggest surprise of my life. To tell you the truth, thought I was kind of past the point where this could be a reality for me. So it's been a big surprise and the most wonderful." When asked to confirm if she was expecting a boy, she said, I don't know, but the baby is healthy." Bloody scenes from Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained were toned down for its cinema release in China. The changes included tuning the blood to a darker color and lowering the height of the splatter of blood. It is the first of the director's films to be cleared for release in China, where sexually explicit scenes, violence, and other topics deemed inappropriate are often deleted by state censors. However, it was a shock to theater goers when the movie was suddenly cancelled on Thursday for technical reasons. Some microbloggers said the film had begun to roll when it was stopped and they were told to leave cinemas. Domestic media quoted industry insiders as saying the cancellation was probably due to some nudity which may not have been edited out of the film. Other Hollywood films, including Skyfall, Cloud Atlas, and the remake of Red Dawn, have all recently made changes to appease regulators. China became the world's second biggest movie market in March, with box office revenues surging in 2012 to $2.7 billion. Abstract master Zhao Wuqi, one of China's most significant artists whose works routinely fetch millions of dollars at auction, has died in Switzerland aged 93. Zhao, who suffered from Alzheimer's, has been in hospital for 10 days in the western Swiss town of Nyon. Born in Beijing, Zhao moved to Paris in 1948 before the communist takeover of his country. In Europe, he was inspired by artists like Paul Klee, Albert Giacometti, and Juan Miro, and had his first solo exhibition in New York in 1959. He became a French citizen in 1964 and only returned to China for the first time since leaving in 1972. Veteran singers and songwriters Kenny Rogers, Bobby Bear, and cowboy Jack Clement will be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, achieving one of the highest honors in the music industry. 74-year-old Kenny Rogers, the husky-voiced three-time Grammy winner, best known for songs like The Gambler and Robbie Don't Take Your Love to Town, will be inducted into the Modern Era category. Rogers, a country pop crossover artist who scored a big hit with the 1983 duet Islands in the Stream with Dolly Parton, has charted his singles in each of the past 6 decades and is due to play at the Glastonbury Pop Music Festival in England in June. South Korean rapper Psy has released his much-anticipated new single, hoping to repeat the success of Gangnam Style that made him the biggest star to emerge from the growing K-pop music scene. The video for Gangnam Style has become the most watched item on YouTube with more than 1.5 billion hits, and Psy's horse-riding moves sparked an international dance craze. The details of his latest single, Gentleman, were kept under wraps until the song was released. The song, with a techno beat, was full of puns in Korean and contained the lines, "I'm a party mafia," and the refrain, "I'm a mother, father, gentleman." 35-year-old Psy will perform Gentleman in public for the first time today at a concert at Seoul's World Cup Stadium, but he has been coy about what dance to expect this time, except to hint that it is based on traditional Korean moves.
Welcome back from the latest gist in the world of entertainment. And I'm so excited about my guest. Finally, a lady. We've had a lot of guys coming in the last few weeks. So I'm glad that we have a chance to do some gossip. Her name is Ciana. Nice to meet you. She's an on-air personality. That means she's in radio.
I work in a radio station.
Yes. And a model and a singer. You know, so many talents. So, okay, first up, we're going to do a little bit of gossip.
Okay.
I want to talk about Inyanya and
Manaira. They're touring the US right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was just wondering, US, this is not Nigeria. Do you think people will actually come out to watch the show?
Okay, Inyanya, as it is in Nigeria, is loved right now, especially the song Kukere,
yeah.
and of recent Your Waist, and there, you know, it was in Abuja of a couple of days, I beg your pardon, a couple of weeks back for his album launch, and a lot of people came out to show him love. And obviously, anywhere in the world, I can categorically tell you that we have Nigerians everywhere, and Africans that like the music. I mean, for South Africans to be liking us and liking what they don't even know what you're saying, but they like the melody. Yeah. So I cannot say for sure that people are gonna come out.
Yeah,
music.
Africans will come out.
I cannot just say Africans. I'm going to use the word people because music is a universal language. I can listen to something from Chris Brown, from Rihanna, from Beyonce, from just about anybody because I like the music. That does not mean every other person in this country will enjoy it. Yeah. But so long the packaging is right, so long they go to the right places and they perform right, they speak to the right people, they just do it right. People don't even need to hear what you're saying. So long the melody, so long the melody suits them, suits what they like. If you decide to perform, or you're performing and I've never heard of you before, and I see the way you dance, or maybe your body or your physique, I would just want to listen. Okay, not bad. So I think if the packaging is right, they would go places. Yeah.
Good luck to them. And now let's talk about Kim Kardashian's baby bump. You know, like, there's been so much, what she's wearing now that she's pregnant, about the baby bump. Okay. She's wearing tight clothes. The tight clothes are strangling the baby, you know, a lot of stuff. Now, I don't know. You like to just make a comment on...
Okay, for Kim Kardashian, she doesn't have a choice. She's in the spotlight. In quote, I'll use the limelight. That happened to Beyonce.
Yeah.
So this is Kim Kardashian. People have a right to say whatever they want to say. It's their opinion.
It's the price
not
of celebrity.
Thank you. Being in the limelight. So whatever she decides, whatever people decide to say is their business. I think her life is personal, but it's unfortunate she cannot have a personal life right now. For everything she says is important. So whether her baby bump is real or not, do you really want to know what I think? I think she's pregnant because she's really fat. Like her boobs, her legs, every part of her body.
Really getting
yes, she's really getting big. Not everybody gets pregnant and you get to see the tummy. Yeah. Sometimes it's all over. It's their face, their hands, and all that.
So, and it's not like the Beyonce one where they were saying it folded.
The thing is, we're just gonna. I am just gonna wait until she puts the birth. If it's real or not, I really don't want to get into that. For real.
Okay. Now we're very sad to hear about Margaret Thatcher, the former British Prime Minister, the first female British Prime Minister. And some mourned, some celebrated. And I think she wasn't generally loved by all. What do you think about Margaret Thatcher?
Okay, in life, not talking about her now, in life in general, everybody cannot like you. Some people will have good things to say, others will have bad things to say. A friend of mine would always say, once the love is more than the hate, she's good. That is Linda KG. I'm quoting her. She would say, if more people love me than those that hate me, I'm fine. So in her case, obviously, not everybody's going to be sad.
And for a lady in such a position of power, definitely should have gotten some strong enemies.
I don't want to be biased, but I'm going to talk about her based on the fact that she's a human being. Everybody cannot like you. And same thing, everybody cannot hate you either. So what I can say now is she was awesome to some people. She was a strong point to some people. She gave some people hope while some people were angry. Be it as it may, I would say I think we've lost somebody important. Somebody
she made a difference either way.
Basically, no matter how tiny. We are not perfect. All I can say is we work towards perfection every day of our lives, including you and I. So in her case, may her soul rest in peace.
Lastly, let's talk about Halle Berry, who's pregnant at the age of 46.
That's awesome. I mean, she looks 20-something.
Really?
Late
I was
20s.
actually more surprised about the age than the
baby.
Because I was like, okay, I thought she was like late 30s or early 40s.
And the thing is, once there is money, because the thing that kills a lot of people is they don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't know the do's and don'ts about their health. They eat just about anything that comes their way, which is not so good. So in her case, I mean,
she has the best doctors. She's put on a strict diet, has enough rest.
Having the best doctors sometimes not all that matters. If you have people just like, I can take you to the river. Like they say, you can take a horse to the river, you can't force it to drink.
Yeah.
So knowing the fact that I have access to the best health, friends, artists, whatever, does not mean I'm going to be perfect. It depends on you as an individual. If you're awesome, you can do whatever you want. So I think she has access to that, and then she knows that the moment she loses that thing, that sweet factor that oh my God, Halle Berry, she doesn't want to lose that. Nobody would want to. I mean, if you have it, you wouldn't want to lose that, would you?
No way. Okay. Now let's talk about you. Okay, you do a lot of things. You model, you sing, you're an honest personality, and you are fine. Let me just
let me blush.
Break it down. So I'm just thinking, like, how do you handle the attention from the opposite sex, from guys? Because I know guys, they will see you like sort of challenged. Man, I have to get this girl. Understand? So how do you handle the hordes of fans screaming your name and all that?
Okay. I think the one thing that gets me going is I keep telling myself I'm just starting. I've been a broadcaster now with Hot FM Abuja, Hot 98.3 Abuja for 4 years. And I can tell you what keeps me going is if I think I'm good, someone is better than me. And that person who is better than me, if you think you're good, someone is better than you. So how I get to not pay attention to the attention is to keep telling myself I can do better. Honestly, that's how I keep going. And if you see me on the street and you're like, hey, Ciana, what's up? I'm like, hi, what's good? Okay. I'm not going to come with the whole, I don't think it's necessary. Life is too short. So the attention from men, I mean, that's why we have the Banky did the song, yes or no? No, yes, no, that's all.
And they listen to that?
No, why would you waste your time? Okay, say something to me, let me give you an answer. Just random, anything random.
Let's go out.
No.
Please now.
No, lockdown.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank God at least we are having some gentlemen who accept no as being no. You have a day job, that's the radio thing, and then you do modeling and singing. So how do you kind of keep your day job, not letting it interfere, not letting your other interests interfere with your day job?
I mean, back when, okay, let me use this word. There's what we call plan. Once you don't have a plan, you fall for just about anything. So every day, when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. Now, anything that comes outside of that that's going to make me uncomfortable, I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
So I try my best to come to a consensus or come to a balance. I don't do what I cannot handle. I do what I can handle, but I can tell you now that I multitask. Because for instance, the modeling part, most people ask me to model because of my name. Hey, Ciana, model, that kind of stuff. It's not like I just go out and say, hello, I'm beautiful, let's do this. No, it just calls me up. I'm not going to tell you my time. Hey, this one I can do it. This one I'm available. Please, can you be patient? If you can't, then, you know, I just try to be polite about everything and how I can make things work for me.
And it has been working for you, definitely.
So far, the love has been awesome.
How did you get to become Abuja's prankster? How did you start pranking people?
Okay, I started pranking people just about when I started working with Hot FM. I had this idea in my head that people listening will want to know their stars or people in the limelight, in quote. They want to know the person close and personal. Like this person is on air, or this person is an actor or a footballer. When you see them get interviewed, they are all packaged, professional. They're telling you what they want you to know, what they want you to hear. Now, when I get to call you without you knowing you're on air, you're yourself, you're your day-to-day person. And I realize that some celebrities or people in the limelight are awesome, while others, I'm sorry to say, are nothing to write home about. So on that show, people just get to get a feel of that. Oh, God, I love this person. This person is so awesome. God, I even love you more. Or, damn, are you kidding me? No, this is so not right. Like that, you know, basically.
You get to know the real person.
That's the reason why I started the show, for people to have fun. But I didn't start the show to harm anybody or to hurt anyone's profession. I've been punked before by a colleague of mine, and the feeling wasn't that good. But I realized that be the best you can be. For any person today that is in the limelight, the media made you who you are. So don't ever forget that or take it for granted. So when somebody decides to say hello, just saying hi. Don't ever feel, oh God, please, you're too small to say hi to. No. I can tell you I'm not that person. I am not that person at all. Not because I'm here. But the truth is, anybody says hi to me, I like you, no matter how low you are, I'm going to tell you thank you. I'm going to respond to you. I'm not going to be rude.
Okay, now I want to know, like, your good and your bad experiences with the pranking. Like, maybe like your best prank, the best prank you've ever pulled.
I've had so many awesome pranks. Like, God, I would laugh my brains out, and person will call and say, Ciana, you're mean, I hate you. I'm not going to say, I'm so sorry. It was awesome. Like, if I call an artist, for instance, after the conversation, I play your song for 1 hour. That's a good promotion for you, you know? Okay. And if you're an actress, 1 hour, we'll talk about you. So it's
publicity.
Yeah, it's a give and take situation. Yeah. But at the end of the day, people get to know you better. So the worst, I think the one I felt so bad was when I got punked on my show. I was actually in Lagos, and a colleague of mine called me in the afternoon. If he had called me at 9, as in when the show starts, I know he's messing with me. Yeah. So he called me at 9, and he messed with me, and it was not funny. I was so mad at him. I'm like, what the hell?
So the worst prank you've ever
it was the one yeah. So for everybody who thinks I just do it to people, I don't know how it feels. That's a lie. A colleague of mine punked me. His name is Charles. He did it. I was so mad at him.
But it hasn't really made you more sympathetic to...
No, see.
As
a broadcaster, you'll be trained. As a broadcaster, you were trained to be loyal to those who listen to you, that they are smart people, They're intelligent people. On radio, nobody knows what I look like. They only hear me talk.
Yeah.
So I have gestures. You talk from the heart. You laugh. You make mistakes and tell yourself, oh, I was hungry, or I'm hungry. You know, it's a lot of work to get people who can see you to love you.
Definitely.
So when I was punked, I understood how it felt, but that didn't stop me from doing my job because I owe it to those listening. And it's not a bad idea if your favorite, who is your favorite artist or your favorite star, somebody you would love to get punked?
Desmond Elliott.
Okay, just imagine me punking Elliott and he turns out to be an awesome guy. How would you feel?
Well, I'll love him more.
Okay. Basically,
But if
that's
it turns out to be a jerk, you've killed my love.
I try my best to be I try my best not to push too far.
Oh, okay.
I try my best to, you know, come to a balance as to what I know I can handle and what I know I can't handle. So, like you asked me earlier about my favorite prank and the worst, and I told you the worst was me. My favorite, all of them have been awesome. But of recent, there's this woman I respect and I love her so much right now, Linda KG. She is so nice. So I would say so far, she's my favorite. No, scratch that. I don't have a favorite. I love all of them. For real, scratch that. I love all of them. Okay. Some people, you try to punk them and they're smart. They're like, they know, like Ciana, hell no. There's some celebrities I call and they're like, oh, please, I'm on air, right? Like, they know, they just don't want it to happen. Like, it's just bad news for me. But I still try to have fun. The essence of the show is not to hurt anyone. It's just to have fun and get to know one or two things about this person. You're either awesome or you're not. A good person is a good person anytime, any day. And I don't start any conversation rude or proud. I start like I'll talk to you like I'm talking to my best friend. Okay? So the worst one was when I got punked. Yeah. Basically. And
one of your favorites.
I
know you have many.
I like a lot. Okay, of recent, Linda KG. She was awesome. She was really nice. Like, she was awesome. That's the word.
You don't want to tell us what happened?
What happened? I called her on a Saturday. The show is actually, Celeb Secrets is on Sunday. So I called her on a Saturday. If I call her on a Sunday, she could, you know. So I called her on a Saturday, and we were just talking. I was hailing her, babe, so bad, so show, and all this kind of stuff. It was just a normal, regular conversation. We kept talking about a lot of things. And she spoke to me like she would talk to anybody else. She spoke to me well. And people, I can tell you, even if some people will have some very funny comments that are not good, more people loved her. I realized she's just a person like you and I.
Very humble, too.
A lot of people started, a lot of people are into blogging now because of Linda.
Yes.
People respect her news.
She's the queen of the blogs.
You know? And I'm sure when she started, people didn't, like, what is this girl doing? What are you doing? You know, but see where she is today. And she believes she's not there yet. She's just starting, which is awesome, which is good. So I know it's going to be like a motivation for other people that want to get somewhere. So it was awesome. Okay,
now let's, last question. Where do you see your career, yourself in the next, let's say, 10 years?
10, that's a long time.
Very.
10 years career-wise. Nobody is perfect. You keep working hard every day to get to a certain height in your life. So 5 years from now, I hope to be able to be a producer. Like the one person I admire, like I respect him. He's not my mentor, but I respect his job is Ryan Seacrest. Okay. He has done so much for himself.
TV, radio, produces.
Yeah, and the thing, with how successful he is today, he still does radio. I hope to be a producer. Like I'll have a big show that I am the one producing it, and then I'll have a talk show on radio where I discuss real life situations. Okay. I did, as in for real. And I hope to have achieved a lot in music, in modeling,
maybe an
in
album
broadcasting.
Coming out.
Album should calm down, but broadcasting is like my first love. Like I love broadcasting.
So,
it's awesome.
What do you think you will produce? What kind of stuff do you think you would like to produce?
Oh, I want to have a talk show on radio and on TV where I discuss real life situations.
Like an opera kind of thing?
God bless you. That's the word. An opera. Something like operas.
Okay, you have some big dreams.
Very big. If I want to start telling you about every one of them, we're not going to leave here today.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing you on the billboards, seeing your album coming out, seeing your face everywhere. All the best. It was so lovely to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I hope you come again sometime soon.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Make it a date again with me next week for all you need to know about your favorite celebrities on NTA Entertainment. Bye.